y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So I'm watching this show and I just felt like I should bring it to y'all because I have a feeling that you guys will be interested in this show if you're not already watching it. Now, if you have not watched it and you want to watch it, I repeat, this is a, how do you call this, spoiler alert, because I will be describing the whole show. Anyways, so let's get into it. It's called The Tale from the Stranger's Side. And I'm on episode 1, season 1. Why? Because I just realized that season 2 is out. I don't know how long it's been out, but I've been wanting to watch season 2, or I was hoping they would make season 2. When I realized season 2 is out, now I have to go back to season 1. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who does this, but if I don't remember the show, I have to watch at least like one of the episodes to catch up. But this show, none of the episodes actually follow each other, so you have to go back to the first story and then just watch the next stories, because it's just like Black Mirror, right? Nothing has to do with no episode has to do with the other. Anyways, so it starts off with this white lady. She's standing in the mirror naked, admiring herself. You know, you can tell she's admiring herself. She looked like she's not happy with what she looked like, right? But quickly, she starts putting her makeup on and then starts preparing meal. So she prepared 2 plates of food and then pours some red wine. And I have to say red wine because this is significant in the whole show, right? She poured red wine, and maybe it's not, but to me, I feel like I have to say this. Anyways, so she poured the red wine, she fixed the food up, she wore this cute red dress and her red lipstick. I mean, she looked good, right? She prepared herself, even though she's not happy with what she looked like. She's trying to be happy for her husband, you know? She's trying to look good for her husband, right? So in my opinion, you look good for yourself, right? And the people around you will fall in line. But some people feel like they have to do it when they're married for their husband. That's what you do it for yourself, right? And or if you feel like you do it for your husband, but you don't really care to do it for yourself, then I don't know, you do your thing, right? So anyways, her husband come home. He grabbed the 2 plates of food, didn't even acknowledge his beautiful wife that was there, who did so much to look so good for him. Although she could have just ordered the food and just plated, she cooked, she put herself together. But she's also a stay-at-home wife, right? She ain't doing anything. She literally have no hobbies. She's not doing literally anything. So she have time to sit here in the mirror and pick at her body and choose what is not supposed to be there, right? The man clearly just came home, grabbed the food, forgot to acknowledge her, walked away, didn't remember, my wife is here. The one who just cooked the food that I'm carrying is here, let me kiss her. So he did. She was so disappointed. She was heartbroken. I mean, she almost fell, right? Then she grabbed her wine, she started drinking. He came back for his wine. That's that. And then all of a sudden, the lady, no. They jump into, doing the horizontal mumble on the bed. Then the husband literally wouldn't even look at the lady. She was trying to get his face, turning his face to look at her. He wouldn't even look at her, and it was missionary. Anyways, she looked so disappointed again. The same night, twice disappointment. She's still there, right? And then the next day, here's a package came in the mail. It's a little lotion, a little bottle of lotion, right? Stay with me, guys. This is gonna get good. This is gonna get good. So she bought a little bottle of lotion. Now, while we're in the same topic, I saw another show on Netflix. It's called The Cabinet of the Curiosity. There is an episode on there just like what I'm explaining to you, but I'm gonna remove the parts that are not in it. But same thing with the bottle of lotion, try to please the husband that literally don't even notice you except for the person who cooks for them and clean for them. And not to say you shouldn't do that for your husband, right? But just know that is all that you are seen as. Whenever you ask a man, what do you love about my wife? Oh, I love how she take care of our kids. I love how she take care of me. Yeah, but what do you love about her? Like the person who you're with, who you claim to love, what do you love about her? Other than her servicing you, right? Like being at your service. Anyways, let's continue. So, a bottle of lotion come in the mail. So she put some lotion on. She put it all over. I guess the instruction was to put it all over. And that's exactly what the other show did, right? The wife. Both of them white ladies. And both were not happy with themselves. And not to say, there's anything that would have changed if it was a black woman, you know. But also, that was the first time I ever seen a white person put lotion on, first of all, right? Face cream, yeah. But lotion in the whole face, anyways. I have white people in my family, so I could talk, right? So, anyways, she put the lotion on, and then all of a sudden, she started peeling off the first layer of her skin. Her husband's at work. She started peeling off the first layer of her skin. It looks like, you know, shedding of the skin. Literally, right? She put the lotion on, shedding of the skin. And metaphorically, that's what it would be. But she was literally shedding off her skin. And then her husband came home. She wasn't there to greet the husband at the door, which is what she usually does. And the food would be waiting on the table. He was shocked. Where's my wife? He's looking everywhere in the house. Where's my wife? So then finally he walked into the shower and saw his wife, you know, squatted in the shower while the water's falling on her. She's crying. Why? Because his wife had transformed into a new lady. Literally a whole new person, new face, new hair, new everything. I didn't know this by this time because they only show you half the lady face in the shower. So then finally he looked shocked. And then that same night, he couldn't wait to have sex with her. He could not wait. She was so shocked. I mean, throughout this whole show, they're not talking, right? This is like a silent movie kind of thing. They say one word here and there, but it's not really talking. So anyways, he was so rushed to have sex with her. I mean, to the point where she was shocked. So she's enjoying this because that's what she wants. She's literally changing into a whole new person for her husband. So yeah, let's continue. So when this said husband, who usually is the first one up out of bed, even when he doesn't have to go to work, right? When he has to go to work, he has an excuse. But even when he doesn't have to go to work with the old wife, he used to be so disgusted, from what I can see, that he would get up earlier, right? But then this time, that night, he enjoyed himself so well with the new wife, with the new face and a new body, that he ended up, and this wife wasn't even cooking or cleaning or doing anything. I mean, as a matter of fact, she's a whole new woman, literally. He slept in. She woke up earlier than him. But now it's because she actually have a responsibility, because she got a new face, a new body, a new everything, right? She keeps waking up earlier because she's changing into a new woman now every single day. Now the husband went from loving it to all of a sudden missing his old wife, who he never even noticed even when she was doing the most, right? Now he's crying, saying, oh, I can't take this anymore. I can't take, no, you wanted a new girlfriend, so you got a new girlfriend. Your wife who was doing everything for you, cooking for you, cleaning for you, trying to pretend to, you know, putting on her face. And the episode was called Skin Deep, right? But it was S-K-E-E-N instead of the regular S-K-I-N. You get it? Anyways, so now he's crying, wanting his new girlfriend back. So the lady's face keeps changing so much. The man came from work one day. He saw this stranger walking in his yard, you know, heading to his house. But this time she's carrying like bags of like shopping bags, right? So remember, she used to be at home doing absolutely nothing. But now that she got a new face, she's going out shopping, enjoying herself, which is what she should have been doing in the first place as a stay-at-home wife. You have all this time to go out, to have a spa day by yourself or enjoy it with your girlfriends. But of course they probably would be working, you know, because not everybody's willing to do that. Anyways, and hey, if you have to go to work, you go to work. But in my opinion, a lot of people just wouldn't stay in that relationship. Anyways, yeah, sexless relationship, whatever. But in my opinion, yeah, no. So she ended up like going shopping. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. She went shopping. She's coming home. The husband pulling up, saying, "Excuse me, how can I help you?" She jumped in, trying to kiss the man. Forgot that she got a whole new face. She used to be a blonde. Now she's a brunette with longer hair. I'm like, girl, why are you kissing the man? But the thing is, she feels like herself inside. but she was a different woman. So imagine like you trying to please your man knowing that you don't really want to do a ménage à trois, but you agree anyway because your man wants it. And or you change every single day a new person. That's a look. You take care of yourself. If you love the changes and you're doing it for yourself and your husband just so happened to be around to appreciate it, then do that. But in my opinion, changing for a man is crazy, right? Because first of all, men don't even notice it. Yes, they do notice it, because they are visual creatures. But at the end of the day too, when they're like completely checked out of the relationship, they don't even notice it, right? It's weird. They do, but they don't. Yeah. So now you change into all these different women to please your man, only for him to now want to owe you because it's becoming too much. Most men would have been like this. Every single day I have a new girlfriend. Amazing. Although it's the same body, but now I feel like it's like the feeling, right? Now I feel like I have a different girlfriend. But for the sake of the show, anyways, the man wasn't happy. But some days he was, some days he wasn't. Like when he wants to tap into his fetishes, he was happy with having a new wife, right? But in my opinion, I'm pretty sure he wanted to, but he was too selfish to accept the fact that he wanted to be with a new woman. So he's begging for the ex, right? Anyways, not the ex, but the lady who's like buried deep inside all the lotions. But at this time, she's running out of lotion, right? I know people probably wondering, how many bottles of lotion? Well, she didn't keep reordering. The other lady from the Netflix show, she kept reordering to the point where she became like a ball of lotion. She went from being crazy, because if I'm gonna have to do a review on that one, because that show, every episode was crazy. Every episode. We went from selling corpse for money, like literally robbing cemeteries and selling corpse for money, to men being eaten by rats, to a lady becoming like a ball of lotion. I'll have to make a whole review on that, but let's continue with this one. So anyways, finally, he ended up, okay, so the lady, they were about to do the horizontal marble, right? So he's like, no. So she's pushing him, she's pushing herself on him. He's saying no because he's now resenting her for becoming a new woman. Even though he didn't want the one that he had. Even though she was doing all these things, he never noticed it, right? So then finally, she walked away. She became very cold with him. She didn't talk to him. She went to the pool. She went for a swim. It was like late night. She went for a swim. She was enjoying a good old funky time, right? Then now he's vexed. How dare you now not talking to me, right? After I didn't reject you, now I'm not talking to you. So he followed her all over the house until she finally argued with him. And then finally, he's like, I want my old wife back. I want my old wife back. And then finally, he's like, if you're inside of her, I want your back. Right? So finally, she ended up peeling her skin again. And then that woman, I thought she was going to continue to just change. And eventually, like, her skin falling off was crazy. Why I was expecting this to happen, but it did not happen like that. She peeled her skin off back into the first lady, which was a blonde, short-haired lady. And she started crying, and they hugged, and da-da-da. And that ended, just like that. Anyway, so now we're going to go to episode 2, and I will talk to you guys later. Let me know if you guys want me to review episode 2. Alright, y'all, I actually don't feel good. So that's why I'm like trying to relax and try to watch a show. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.